Brilliant, Adbhutam, Shandar, Sakat, very level. Words just don't cut it. Game 2 of the Dream 11 IPL 2020 turned out to be an absolute humdinger of a game, going all the way down to the wire between two sides that have never won the IPL before. Kings 11 Punjab took on the Delhi Capitals, with neither team being clear favourites to win the game. My name is Aadarsh Balakrishna and I welcome you to the Aadarsh Balak's Cricket Diary IPL 2020.
Match number 2, the Delhi Capitals versus the Kings 11 Punjab. My prediction, the Delhi Capitals should win this.
Hey everyone, this is Ravi Anthony on Aadarsh Balakrishna's Cricket Diary. Yes, I've got a huge smile on my face because I got the prediction right. Delhi Capitals beat the Kings 11 Punjab in a thriller of a game. It went down to the super over. Delhi held their nerves. They won the game. I get a point.
Game between Kings 11 and Delhi Capitals. My prediction for that is I think the Delhi Capitals are going to make a winning start to their tournament. The second game of the season, and I got my prediction right. DC didn't disappoint.
My partners have both said that Delhi Capitals will win, but something is telling me that the Kings 11 Punjab is probably winning this. Now look, I did predict that the Kings 11 Punjab was winning this. Technically, they did win this game, but for the legendary umpiring of, what's his name? Nitin Menon. Yeah. But it's okay. I'll take this. No shame, no shame. I'll take it like a man. Chin up, Aadarsh, chin up. Got it. It was a warm, humid day at the Dubai International Stadium with the two northern towns, the Delhi Capitals and the Kings 11 Punjab, taking on each other in what seemed like a batting-friendly pitch. The Punjab skipper KL Rahul called it right at the toss, and they surprisingly left the universe boss Chris Gayle out of the game, and Ajinkya Rahane found himself warming the benches for the Delhi Capitals. Mohammad Shami and Sheldon Cottrell looked every inch like the proverbial fast bowlers that hunted in pairs. The left arm, right arm combination looked lethal, and Shami especially seemed like he worked up an appetite as he devoured three Delhi batsmen as if they were kebabs. Shaw, Dhawan and Hitmayer made a quick walk back to the pavilion, with the two young guns coming out to the centre to steady the rocky boat in Shreyas Iyer and Rishabh Pant. Shreyas Iyer in particular showed us why he is rated so highly, with a well-crafted innings of 39, until he was done in by the very, very lethal Mohammad Shami, who looked like he was having a fantastic day on the field. The Aussie Marcus Stoinis then walked in with his side in all kinds of trouble until he turned on the screws on the Punjab 11 with some lusty blows, scoring 53 of 21 balls, ensuring his side got to a respectable score of 157. Ravi Bishnoi made a very, very impressive debut, picking up 2 wickets, and I will stick my neck out and say, watch out for this boy. He's quite a handful. The Kings 11 Punjab made a very sedate start, but 4 wickets in 3 overs, and suddenly the Delhi Capitals looked like they were running over with the game. Mayank Agarwal at the other end, though, looked like he was writing his own little story. Now, the former Punjab skipper Ravichandran Ashwin, making his debut for the Delhi Capitals, looked like he was in prime form, picking up 2 very, very important wickets until he unfortunately dislocated his shoulder trying to stop a run of his own bowling. So Mayank Agarwal decides he's had enough. He decides to tear into the dangerous Kagiso Rabada of the penultimate over. He's left with 12 runs to get off the final over of Marcus Stoinis. First ball, 6. Second ball, in and out of Shreyas Iyer's hands, therefore leaking 4 runs. We're left with 1 to get off 3. And what does he do? He finds the only man on the deep in Hitmayer. He departs for a brilliant 89, but his job is still not done. Chris Jordan on strike one required of 2 balls, misses the first one, second one, 1 ball, 1 run straight into the hands of Kagiso Rabada. And now we know why the IPL is the greatest league in the history. This is the second game of the IPL and we already have a tie. It simply does not get bigger than this. The stage was set for an epic battle between 2 of the premier fast bowlers in world cricket today, Kagiso Rabada and Mohammad Shami. Kagiso Rabada went first up, drew first blood, got Nicholas Puran and KL Rahul, and DC were left to get just 3 runs, and it was a walk in the park for them. Easy peasy. Let's take a look at what changed the game, who won what today, as Kritika hands out the Oscars to the hero, villain, comedian / blooper of the day.
You couldn't keep Marcus Stoinis out of this game even if you wanted to. Coming in at 86 for 4, when Delhi were in a spot of bother, he steered them to a total of 157, something that did not seem likely at one point in the game. He then returned to bowl the final over of the game at a point where Kings 11 were almost through, and they were just really close to the finish line, and he picked up 2 wickets and 2 balls to force the game into a super over. For that reason, he is our game changer. Opening the batting for Kings 11 Punjab, Mayank ran out of partners throughout his innings, but he was absolutely resolute for the 89 he made. He almost even took Kings 11 over the line, but in the end he fell short. So for that reason, even though it's coming in a losing cause, Mayank is our hero for the day. You would expect a batsman, a bowler or a fielder to be the villain for the day, but in this case it was umpire Nitin Menon. Why? Because he called a short run when it was actually a run completed for Kings 11 Punjab, which now made all the difference for them, because had they given that 1 run, then it wouldn't have gone into a super over and they would have, won the game. But the super over happened as it did, and DC picked up an easy victory. The blooper for me today has to be Shreyas Iyer dropping Mayank Agarwal in the penultimate over. Agarwal held the key for Kings 11 to cross the line, but after quite an effort, Shreyas even got to the ball, but he ended up dropping it, which, now in hindsight they won't regret it, but otherwise they would have.
Today's life lesson comes from our Guru, Pandit Shri Nitin Menon, who taught us how not to flex our non-existent biceps. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Time for horoscope.
Match number 3, the Sunrisers Hyderabad play against Royal Challengers Bangalore. It's going to be an amazing game, and here are the impact players. Number 1 is David Warner, captain, a fearless batsman. He will want to score a lot of runs and win the game for his team. Number 2 is Rashid Khan. A leggy is always dangerous. He'll want to use the conditions and turn the ball a long way and get the pace in to get the batsman out. He'll be smacking his lips. Number 3 is our very own Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Swings the ball at the start, is lethal at the end with his Yorkers. He will want the purple cap again. For the RCB, number 1, Virat Kohli. Number 1 batsman in the world. Much more leaner, much more stronger. We've seen he's doing some powerlifting. I can't wait to watch him bat. Number 2, Dale Steyn. He's been in super form in the CPL. The powerhouse is back, and he's going to do a lot of good to the RCB is what I feel. Number 3, AB de Villiers. Mr. 360, still in the same form, still the same man. My prediction for the game, I'm going with SRH. They're tight as a team, they've got a great leader in David Warner, and they're high on positive energy. I have a good feeling about this.
I'm backing the Sunrisers tomorrow to beat RCB. There may be a little bit of a bias because I am from Hyderabad, but I think the David Warner led side are going to open their account for points tomorrow.
ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸರ್, ಏನು చేద్దామంటే ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಡಿಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಟಾಸ್ ಇದ್దాం, ಟಾಸ್ ಸರಿನಾ? ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ అంటే హైదరాబాద్, టేల్స్ ಅಂದರೆ బ్యాంగ్లూర్. ఓకే డీల్? ఓకే. టేల్స్ అంటే Bangalore will lose. Now this is why 1.2 billion people love and adore this damn sport, and it's no wonder that the Indian Premier League is one of the most premier sporting leagues in the world. So leave us comments and feedback below, and we shall make sure to respond to anything that catches our attention. Now, Kalyan Shekhar says that Ravi Anthony's analysis was on point, which is exactly why he's on the show. Chaitanya, Suresh, and Vaishnavi, thank you for watching the show. We're so glad that you like it. Truly, thank you so much. Krishna Ravindra, thank you for always being the support. You've always been there for me, and I cannot thank you enough. And of course, my wife Gulnar seems to have left me a purple heart. Thank you, sweetheart. I love that purple heart. And with that, thank you for being with us on the AB's Cricket Diary. It was a most wonderful match, and I hope to see you again soon. I'll see you when you see me, I guess.